Good morning. It's Thursday, the 11th of January 2018. Welcome along to today's United Kingdom talk. It's rather grey outside, I have to say. We're out later. I'm going out later for an afternoon tea on a boat on the Thames. Wasn't over expensive, this one. You can do that for about 30 quid, I think, that one. But I'll take the camera along with me as well. Now, coming up in the show today, but I don't usually do a coming up. I think that's awful. I wish I hadn't said that now. Can we start again? Oh, no, it's live. Okay, well, we can't start again. Coming up shortly, boys and girls, one of our American viewers has sent in a video of himself trying to make a cup of tea. So that will come up pretty quickly. But I just wanted to read you a little news story today. And you tell me what you think of this. You tell me what you think of this. This is in, of course, this morning's Super Soaraway Daily Mail. No longer provided, apparently, on Virgin trains. Because the governor doesn't like the Daily Mail. That's a bit much, isn't it? Eh? I mean, there might be one or two people who don't enjoy my shows. What are they going to do? Stop them coming on the train with their little iPhones and iPads? I hope you're watching on an iPad, are you? If you're watching on a tablet of any other sort, please turn me off now. I will be not looked at on inferior tablets. iPads only. Please, if you're watching this programme on an inferior tablet of some sort, other than an iPad, turn it off now. We don't like people watching us on inferior products. I did have a tablet, actually, which kindly someone gave me. But, the video was so slow. When you were trying to make a video with it, you'd kind of go like that. Rather than smoothly from one side to the other, you'd go a bit like that. I think it was Hawaii. Hawaii. Have anyone been to Hawaii? Very expensive there, dear. I like the Hawaiian music. Do 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 do. Lot of love on Hawaii. Talking of love, I got a little message from someone this morning who will remain nameless. Not someone I know, actually, but it was this chap, and he was a little bit sad. This is true. This is about half an hour's time this morning ago, and he was very sad because he's just lost his girlfriend. Okay? Because she's gone with someone else who had more money. I mean, how sad is that? Not from his point of view, from the girl. How can you dump someone for money? That's awful. Awful. And my thoughts on that one are the girl wasn't worth it then. How can you just leave someone from... Money should be secondary. First in a relationship should be love. We love you. Love, love, love. First in a relationship needs to be love and spirituality, not money. If you marry someone or get with someone for money, I don't think it'll work. Because the moment you've run out, you're going to lose her anyway, aren't you? Oh, she's not worth it, mate. Move on to someone else. There are plenty of other fish in the sea, although I wouldn't advise a human being to go out with a fish. That could be dangerous. You could drown when you're trying to kiss them in the water. Be very, very careful. Unless you're one of those people that can hold your breath under the water for like 20 minutes. No, I don't think I could be a fish. Don't worry about her. Let her go. And if you did love her, well, I'm sorry. Not worth it, darling. Not worth it. Someone who dumps someone else for money is not worth it. And I bet my viewers will agree with you on this point. Now, here's the little news story. Then I'll show you the tea video that my friend in America has sent us. And this is very, very important news story this morning in the Mail. They've lost their royal support, boys and girls. The upmarket underwear company. Do you wear upmarket underwear? I know people that will spend £25, £30 on one pair of underpants. Are you off your heads? What is wrong with people? 30 quid on a pair of underwear? I don't even bother wearing it half the time. As you'll know when you'll notice when I'm wearing my trackies. The underwear market company who supplied lingerie. I like that word. Lingerie. Do you like that word? Lingerie. Who supplied lingerie to the Queen have had its warrant scrapped after a tell-all book gave details of royal fittings. I mean, you can't go and buy your knickers anywhere from people writing books about it. It's outrageous. Well, they've lost their royal warrant, and so they should do as well. Rigby and Pella held the royal warrant for 57 years. They've been providing with the Queen with her knickers. 57 years. But it was stripped of support when June Kenton, who transformed it into a world-leading retailer, wrote a book about her work. Unbelievable. The 82-year-old stayed on the firm's board and continued to fit the Queen's bras at Buckingham Palace, even when the Belgian company Van der Velde bought her majority stake in 2011. The 82-year-old stayed on the firm's board and continued to fit the Queen's bras at Buckingham Palace, even when the Belgian company Van der Velde bought the majority stake in 2011. Have I just read that twice? I'm losing the plot. I mean, it's awful, isn't it? Why would you do that? It's like these women of the night, prostitutes of the night. You know, they go and do footballers and then write to the papers about it. It's a job. Keep your mouth shut. That's what you're paid to do. Keep your mouth shut. Same as this old bag with her bras. Her professional relationship with Queen Elizabeth II, there's a picture of her on my wall here, came to an end shortly after her book, titled Storm in a D Cup, was published in March 2016, according to the Super Soraway Daily Express. That's a hard left newspaper, isn't it, the Daily Express? Mrs. Kenton bought Rigby and Pella with her husband in 1982, paying £20,000, but sold her stake for £8 million 29 years later. Oh dear. It was revealed on Tuesday her company lost the royal warrant that it had held since 1960. Because she wrote about fitting the Queen, detailing she was half-dressed at the time and that the fitting was carried out in front of her corgis. Well, I don't suppose they minded too much, those little dogs, watching the Queen standing there naked. Do you stand naked in front of your pets? Do you? My mate's other half, Andy, he allows the cat into the toilet or the bathroom while he's sitting on it. I think that's horrendous. I couldn't have my pussy cat, Katie, which is not here anymore, as you well know, but I couldn't have her in the toilet at the same time as if I was, doing business in there. I could not have a pet in there. I'm sorry. No way. What about you? Does it bother you if your dog comes to see you when you're sitting there on that toilet? No. Well, this old bag has written about it, hasn't she? She also offered intimate... I mean, how old is this woman? In her 80s, is she? I think I said 83, was it? Was it 83? Okay, she looks about 83 anyway. It's just awful. Awful. This woman dubbed herself as the UK's leading boobologist in a bid to promote the book. She also revealed the Queen Mother told her that Princess Margaret enjoyed interfering in her choice of hats. But she always managed to get her own way. Why would you work for the Queen, take their money, and then write about it in a book? That's shocking, isn't it? I think it's absolutely shocking. And you just, when you're taken into someone's confidence and you let them down like that, that's just unforgivable. And I'm so pleased she's lost her royal warrant and hopefully a lot of business as well, because it's not right. It's not right to do that. Anyway, that's the story in the Daily Mail this morning. Don't go too far. I'm just about to play you the tea video. Let's say hello to some early people this morning. Good morning to Brendan Brady fan watching on YouTube Live. Greetings to you, sir. Paul Mosley is there as well. Good morning, Paul. Capital Tyres. Good morning, Capital Tyres on Twitch, I think. And Cute Slothy is there, also on Twitch. Good morning to you, sir. John Vu says, because the other guy can afford an iPad, that's why. Thank you, John. That's why this chap has been let go of. our very, very first story today about a chap who's he's lost his girlfriend to someone with more money. John says it's because the other guy can afford an iPad. What to watch on my shows? I will not be watched on an inferior tablet, if you don't mind. Thank you, John. Over on Facebook Live, a very good morning to you over there. Heidi's got the first message this morning. Good morning, Heidi. Diane Jeb, hello to Joey. Welcome along to the show, Joey. Who's loving the new background. Thank you, Joe. It's nice, isn't it? This is vinyl, actually. This is not material, it's vinyl. It's very difficult to get it straight, though. Look, as you can see, there's a few little... Someone said it was like a bulldog's face. That bit here, if I stretch that there... Oh, I can't, look. If I stretch that there, it'll crease up somewhere else. Really difficult to get this stuff on the wall. I made the mistake, actually, of kind of just hanging it, and then I put the things on. And then I realised it wasn't quite stretched enough, and I thought, oh, God, but never mind. It's up there, and we keep that up there until sort of springtime, at which time I'll try something else. Good morning to Sophie-Anne. Morning to you, sir. Welcome to the show. Adam the plumber's there, who has lost 3 pounds at Slimming World this week. Congratulations to Adam the plumber. Excellent. Brendan's also noticed the United Kingdom Talk sign has been moved. Yes, over onto the wall there. That's quite new, though. That was a Christmas present. Paul says, I see ex-Lib Dem Tim Farron bringing up gay sex again. Oh, he is obsessed. He's obsessed. We're not interested. We've done this subject over and over and over on the television, haven't we? We're not interested anymore. Just get on with it. Besides, what goes on behind closed doors? Why are we all interested in that all the time? We're not interested. We're not interested. This is the big subject on television, on all these reality shows, isn't it? Who's bonking who? And who's going to have the next fight with who? This is not entertainment. It really isn't entertainment. Good. Okay. Welcome to Ross, who joins us as well this morning. Welcome, Ross. Okie doke. Let's play you this video then. One of our regular correspondents, Chris Lotz, who's in the US of A, has recently tried making a cup of British tea. Now, I've been very, very fortunate to travel to many, many parts of the world. The only places I found could make decent tea was Australia and some of the Caribbean islands. I haven't been to the Far East or India or anywhere like that, or Pakistan or Japan, China. I haven't been to those places yet, so I can't comment. I've been to the USA. Oh, they haven't got a clue. I've been to Italy. The worst tea I think I had was Italy. They can't make tea. The French can't make tea. No one can make tea. Except the places I've been to so far, which is Australia, they can make tea. And as I say, I think Barbados, St. Lucia, they were quite good at it. And of course, here in the UK, we know how to make tea. So my American friend had a go at making tea and sends in this video. Enjoy.
Hello, Chris. So I was hoping to see a video on how to make a proper cup of tea. As you know, I'm American, so we drink coffee. So since I haven't seen a video, I decided to show you how I make a cup of tea. So as you can see, I have my cup here. It's 8 ounces. I have my tea. I used to really like Earl Grey tea, but you told me it sucks, so now I don't drink it. Here's English breakfast, which I really liked, but I wanted to make sure that I had real English tea. So I went to the World's Market, which is a place where you can buy stuff from around the world here in America. And they had this really cute little tin. And it had English breakfast tea in it. And I thought, it's from World Market. It's in a cute little telephone booth tin. Has to be from London, right? Ooh, smells good, smells good. Let me get it out. So, it is called, the brand is Ahmed. Ahmed. Doesn't sound English to me. So after a Google search, Ahmed Tea is apparently based in London. So I'm going with it. So let's see here. Let me get out a trusty little bag here. Tea bag right here. English breakfast. And I will put it in my cup. I don't know if I'm supposed to put the water in first or the bag first. I'm going to put in the bag first. I'm going to use tap water. That's right, tap water. Turn it on hot. It'll get hot enough, right? Put that in there. Filling up. Oop, I want to go over 8 ounces. Should I just leave the tea bag in there and just let it sit for like 2 hours and then walk away? Or do I have to play with the tea bag like, woo, in and out, in and out, in and out, wee, wee. I prefer to play with the bag, so wee, wee. Okay, so now the tea has been made. I don't like to just drink just straight tea. I like to put in a little bit of stuff in it. So first off, we're going to put in some sugar. That's right, a little bit, just a little. Every now and then I like to just, measure it, guess, count, whatever, Just a little bit of sugar. That's probably good. And then I need to have some creamer. Today, I'm going to use a little bit of half and half, they call it. So I'll put a little bit of that in there. Not too much, just right there. That's all of it right there. Now let's stir it. So the thing about tea, when my grandma, when I was about really little, probably 6 or 7 years old, I'd drink tea with her. And she always insisted on tea and crackers. Now, I don't know if that's an English thing or just an American thing, my grandma thing maybe. So when I drink tea, sometimes I love to put just a few crackers in it. I don't know if you're supposed to break them up or anything, but I just dump them in there. That's good. And then maybe put the lid on it. There. So that is tea, my style. Needed a little bit more sugar, I think. But, so there you have it. Anything that I did wrong on making this tea, let me know. Thanks. Later.
Oh my word, Chris. What are you doing, dear? I can't imagine how on earth you think we make tea here in the UK. God's sake, man. Tap water? Tap water from the hot tap. What was that about, was that about 50 degrees Fahrenheit? It didn't even look so hot that you couldn't put your finger underneath it. And how much sugar? I understand people wanting a lot of sugar in a tea, but was there anything left in the jar? God's sake, man. And crackers in the tea? No, that is so wrong, dear. I'm very, very concerned about your health since you drunk that. Poor Brendan Brady says crackers in the tea is very confused. I'm confused, Brendan. Orange, blue and lavender says I usually just dump a bunch in my coffee. What, of biscuits? Of crackers? Tap water for tea? I've never seen anything like it. This is very incorrect. Let me just give you my thoughts on this. I was hoping to do a little video of me making tea last night, but I didn't get around to it, unfortunately. Now, tea must be made with boiling water. Boiling water. Okay? You've got to put a kettle on and boil the water. When the water is boiling, you pour it onto the tea bag if you're using tea bags. Okay? So tea bag in the cup, dear. Waiting, water boiling, woo! The kettle makes its noise, woo! Or it just clicks off if it's electric. Okay. At that moment, you must pour it in. Do not wait 10 seconds. Okay? It must go in while the water is still boiling. Pour over the cup. Leave for an amount of time, depending on how long you want it, how strong you want it. No need to do this. You haven't got to do this. It's not like a yo-yo, dear. Yo, 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 yo. It's not like a yo-yo. Leave it there. When it looks all right to you, remove tea bag and squeeze on the side of the cup. Add a little bit of milk to taste, okay? And maybe 1, 2, 3 spoonfuls of sugar, that should do it. Just a little bit of milk. And then drink it. If you want biscuits, that's okay. Usually we have biscuits. I don't think many people have crackers with the tea, but biscuits, you don't actually put them in the cup. You have a little few biscuits next to you there. You can eat them without doing anything to the tea, because every time you dip a biscuit in the tea, that's the thing, you'll get a bit of biscuit in the tea. You'll change the flavour. I recommend Scottish Highland shortbread biscuits to have with your tea, you know, as in eat, not like that. Or if you really want to, you can dunk them in the tea. That is, take biscuit and cup. You don't just put them in the tea and leave them there. And then that should give you a better experience than the one you had. That's all I can say to you. All right? So try again, Chris. Perhaps you'll send us another little video of you making the perfect cup of tea and sitting there and enjoying it. Also, spend a bit of money on tea, but don't buy those Lipton's ones. They're just awful. It's like drinking cat's wee. It really is. Those Lipton tea bags are not good. They're really, really not good. You need some other tea bags. I would recommend, I don't know what you can get in America. Thai food. Harrods number 14 is the best. Harrods number 14, Chris. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do, Chris. Send me an address and I shall send you 5 Harrods tea bags. How's that? I've already done it to one person, Juan, who hasn't got back to us yet, so I don't think he's got them yet. But I will send you 5 Harrods tea bags in the post, and you can see what a proper cup of English tea really tastes like. All right, my darling? Dear, dear me. Do not make tea like that again. You'll get ill. You will get ill. Orange, blue and lavender says he'll dunk. Yes. Dunking's all right with the biscuits. You get the biscuit, and it goes all soft. Recommended biscuits, as I say, the Scottish Highland shortbread biscuits are good. Digestive biscuits, or if you want to push the boat out, milk chocolate digestive biscuits, which I have not had since last June. I haven't. They're really nice as well. Okay, so we hope you can help you there. Good morning, Heidi. No phone line open this morning, my darling. Okay, no phone line. We haven't got time to open the phone lines this morning. Rush. I've got an afternoon tea today on a boat, leaving at Lower Thames Street. It is. That's at 3 o'clock. So we're looking forward to doing that. I don't know what we're going to do afterwards because that's going to be a dodgy time to drive home through London at 5 o'clock at night. So we might go to the cinema and see what's occurring now. We might have a little walk around Tower Bridge and all around there and do some videos, because I'm thinking about doing a new opening bit, because I know it's probably a bit late in the day now, but I'm still showing you the summer opening, the countdown video. It's a bit summery and I'm looking out the window, not a flower in sight. Never mind. All right, darling. A good quiz last night. Very good quiz last night. Terrible traffic going in. That was about an hour and 40 minutes to get to work last night. But a good quiz. And talking of Americans, I've got another bit of American story coming up here. We had only 5 teams last night, but it was a good night. The teams were on the largest side, so that was okay. So lovely people in there last night. Really nice people. No complaints. I often ask people now if they've got any complaints, please send them in, because we've run out of toilet paper and we'd like to use your letters, as a replacement for the toilet paper. So, feel free to send in as many letters of complaints as you want, boys and girls. There was another quizmaster in there last night, a chap called Johnny. who apparently does, good morning, Mark, welcome to the show, who apparently does quizzes somewhere in Pimlico. And he gave me his website. He said he works for a company, and I've given him my phone number because he said they're always looking for other quiz masters. So I'm looking to do another quiz somewhere because I really enjoy doing quizzes, walking around, just talking to people and reading out the questions and that. Lovely people in there, including a lovely group of Americans in there who they didn't do too well because, of course, it's a quiz. It's in the UK, so it's going to be a bit sort of directed towards UK people, isn't it? So when you come from another country, doesn't mean you're not welcome to join in. Of course you are. Everyone's welcome. Come and soak up the atmosphere. But, of course, a lot of the questions are going to be sort of about UK type things, aren't they? Although we do have American questions and all that, but generally that sort of thing. Anyway, so they were really nice, and I was asking them where they're from, and there was a couple in there. They were from Maine, which is the most beautiful part of America. It's just like a big park with lakes and you can do loads of walking and all that. And I was in Maine in 1979 with the Scouts on the most wonderful holiday. We went walking and hiking for 50 miles. I've got I've actually got a shirt. I think the shirt's somewhere next door. I'll try and see if I can find it. And it's covered in all these badges from America when I was there. And it was just such a wonderful holiday. And I've always wanted to go back there. I was 16 then. Of course, I'm 55 in February. I don't know if I'd probably, but actually I probably could. I think I'm quite fit now. I could do 50 mile a day walking and not a day, but the 50 mile thing, walking and hiking. Unfortunately, I'm not in the Scouts now. So a couple of years ago, I did look it up on there, Maine High Adventure, I think it was called, or something like that. And there are various companies dotted around who do the same thing as I did with the Scouts. And I wrote to one of them and I said, look, I was there in 1979. I'm thinking of coming back there. I'm going to be, whatever it was, the 52 then or something. Do you still do this sort of thing? And they wrote back and said, yes, if you want to come over, we'll take you around and we'll do it all over again. So that is a thought. And it was a very, very, I think really actually at a younger age, you don't appreciate what you're being given. And I really appreciate now what I did then, and you don't when you're younger. So it was fantastic. Such a wonderful place. Orange and Blue says 50 miles is a long walk. Well, it's 50 miles canoeing and walking. I think it was over a two-week period, if I remember rightly, or maybe 1 week. I can't remember. But these lakes were so big that they had sort of waves, like that. And there was one particular day when the weather was really bad, and I'll never forget it. I've actually got a Super 8 cine video of it somewhere, which for years and years, I've said I'm going to convert onto a DVD, and so I may well do that one day. But such a lovely place. Anyway, so they were from Maine, and there was another group of people there was one from Boston, and I went to Boston again, 1979. This was all within the Scout trip that I did there. And in Boston, the memory I have on Boston was of an ice cream shop. And coming from the UK, if you've been over here, you order an ice cream and they get you a cone. There you go, it's done. Right? Went to this ice cream shop in Boston and I'd never seen anything like it. Hundreds and hundreds of different flavours of ice cream, all laid out in a row there. And you went in and, I'd like an ice cream. Well, what would you like, please? I think I'll have a strawberry. Okay, so he's got this great big thing. This big thing came out. He put a strawberry. He said, what else would you like? Oh, can I have another one? Yeah. What do you want? Oh, I'll have vanilla, please. Okay, vanilla. Anything else? Oh, do we get another one? We can have as many as you want. What do you mean? He said, well, just tell me what you want. And I'm like, oh, right. So he carried on. Anyway, by the time he finished, I had this great big bloody thing here. Massive it was. And of course, I'd never seen anything like this. Because over here, they're a bit tight with the food. They really are. There's not many places. I think some places have started doing it, where you can get an all-you-can-eat buffets and breakfasts and things like that. Certainly, we've got the Toby Carvery, where you can go out and have a roast in that. Okay, you only get 3 bits of meat or dead animal. If you're a dead animal eater, I'm not I'm vegetarian, thank you. But you can have as much vegetables and potatoes as you want. In America, it's all like that near enough. You know, the food just keeps coming. And these ice creams were just like that. And that's my memory of Boston. And then there was a girl from New York. I said, well, I've been to New York. I said, I'm not keen on it there. It's really busy. Oh, that's really offensive. I said, what do you mean it's offensive? Well, I'm offended. I'm from New York. I said, well, how is that offensive, me telling you that I don't like New York? Because I'm from New York. Oh, I'm really offended and hurt. I said, what? I said, there must be something. What do you not like? And she says, what do you mean? I said, well, there must be something you don't like. She said, well, I can't think of anything I don't like at the moment. I said, well, if you don't like something, does that make that an offensive comment? I said, how can you even say that? What a stupid thing to say. I'm sure I don't like London. I don't. There's loads to do in London. Loads to do. If you ever want to come to the UK for a holiday, you come over here and you will love London. For me, a little bit older now, too busy. Too many people. And that's why I don't like New York. Too busy. So much to do there. Thousands of shops. Wonderful theatres. And just the atmosphere is electric in New York. Electric. Do I like it? Not really, no. Too many people. Too busy all the time. I want it nice and slow. This is why I'm attracted at the moment to Thailand, not Bangkok. I think I would hate Bangkok, although I would go there just for the experience. I think it's in Bangkok. Is that the place where they got all new gadgets and things? Oh, that might be Hong Kong, actually. That might be Hong Kong. But I think I would go to Bangkok and have a walk around the markets and see what there is to do there. And that sort of thing. Would I like it? Probably not. It doesn't mean I hate it. Doesn't mean I hate New York. It certainly wasn't. She was obviously a snowflake. A snowflake. Offended by the slightest thing. I don't like New York. Oh, that's really offensive. What? Do us a favour, love. Do us a favour. Stupid. Orange, Blue and Lavender says, it's like one of those giant sandwiches you can't actually eat. What, in America? Oh, you can if you try hard enough. I love the food in America. It just keeps coming. It really does. Let's have a look there. What's the news on the new karaoke? No news yet, Mark. That might be a little while coming, that one. But Whetstone. We're looking at Whetstone. I'll have a word with the chap and see what he sees. I've got to go up there and have a look as well. So Whetstone is a possible karaoke and also a tea night as well. Heidi, if you want to do a tea video, send it in and I'll have a look and we'll possibly try that out for you, my love. If you're going to do it, you've got to keep the camera fairly still. Okay? Put it somewhere. Don't be like that with it all the time. A lot of people, and I never understand this, you see them out and they're making these videos and they're all over the place like this. And they're very, very difficult to watch. You probably noticed when I do my videos outside, the camera hardly moves much. Or if it does, it moves very slowly. That's how you do a video. Couple of practice things. You're welcome to send it over, Heidi. If I think it's too shaky and all that, then I won't put it on. But go have a go, darling, and send it through. All right. I think you can send it over on the Facebook or email, or if you upload it to your Facebook wall. And make sure it's public, I can grab it from that, okay? I can probably download that. Also, Mark's quite near Whetstone, are you? Oh, nice. Nice, Mo. Anyway, so that was the girl from New York, offended because I don't like New York, which is just silly. You know, no offence, meaning, why did you take offence? She was obviously out there looking for offence, as so many people are, aren't they? You can't just go around, not say, oh, I love this, I love that, when you don't. What's the point? What would you rather, someone honest or a liar? I don't like liars. I don't like liars and I don't like dishonesty. And I know a lot of people who have got both of those, believe me. One final thing on the show today, Netflix. You know I've become a big, big fan of Netflix. I really have. There's so much original stuff on there. And of course, I've only just joined it. So there's a massive back catalogue that I'm going through at the moment. And my latest recommendation from Netflix is a chap, DJ Chris. You will have seen him doing the karaoke now and again. He recommended a series called Travellers or The Travellers. So I got back from work last night. Nice journey home, got back from work. done myself some dinner, sat down in front of the telly, turned it on, and I watched episode 1 of The Travellers. Fantastic. It's like a science fiction series, and it's about these people from the future who take over the bodies of people that have died. Okay? But that happens quickly, not like weeks later when the body is decomposed and gone black and what have you. No. So at the moment of death, these travellers take over the body of someone who dies, who then become alive again, and they are trying to stop the world from destroying itself. So they're from the future, okay? And they are from a time where the world has been destroyed and everyone's dead, right? So they're coming back to the past to try and sort out and not let that happen, to change the future, basically. And it's very, very good. So I don't know if anyone's seen that. The Travellers on Netflix. Now, if you haven't got Netflix, I've never been a fan of subscription television. Certainly not Sky. There's so much crap on Sky, it's untrue. There really is. Endless repeats, endless channels, and you don't need it. Netflix, I highly recommend Netflix. There's so much good stuff on there. There really is. Good morning to Brendan Brady fan who says, you can't win them all, Chris. It's impossible to please everyone. Just be yourself with things, and if you offend people, it's their problem. I agree. I think the world would be a lot better place if people started speaking their minds instead of worrying with the snowflakes that are offended every left, right and turn over like that. Oh, do me a favour, dear. And she was all right in it. She was all right in the end. I don't dislike her. I just do not understand how you can be offended by someone saying, I didn't like New York. I've told you the reason there's too many people there. I'll tell you what. If you ask, say, 75% of the people who live in New York to leave there, along with the people who are travelling, then I'll probably like it. So could you do that for me? If not, I'll be offended. Alrighty. Heidi's got Netflix on her phone. Can you not get that on your telly, Heidi? Netflix? My sister watches Netflix on her... She's got an Amazon Kindle. I think she's got a Kindle. That's quite a good thing. And she watches Netflix on that when she's in bed. Good luck. Mark's trying Slimming World lunches now. He's kind of just getting into it. I don't think he's doing it serious yet. He's just trying to get into some of the Slimming World stuff. So you keep going there, Mark. And at some point you'll need to get into it proper. Like, if you see what I mean. He's just trying out some of the meals. I think you'll find Slimming World meals are quite filling. They're not like these. These Weight Watchers ones are very small. I've seen them in the shops and what have you. All right. Okie doke. Let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls. And then I'm off down the swimming pool to have a little swim before we go to our afternoon tea. Happy birthday today to Alex Douglas, who's a very young 20 years old. Alex does events. And his other half, Connor, he plays a guitar. Very well indeed and sings. Wonderful people. Happy birthday to you, Alex. 20 today. I'm still looking for karaoke night, Alex, if we find one. Okay, Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. Alex, happy birthday. Happy birthday today to... I haven't seen you for a while, Alex. Pop in the pub sometime. About time you come and sung a song at the karaoke, isn't it? Happy birthday today to Stephen Mayrick. Happy birthday, Stephen. To Lee Mills. Lee Mills, 38. Oh, come on, Lee. Come on, Lee. You're older than 38. That Lee does a lot of similar stuff to me. He does little shows, I think, like this, or he might just do radio now. I can't remember now. Happy birthday, Lee. Happy birthday, 34 years old, Sarita. Hello, Sarita. One of our little correspondents, aren't you? Sarita Cockerham, one of the two. 34 today. Happy birthday, sweetheart. David Edward Ratcliffe is 41 today. Happy birthday, David. He used to come in a place in Clapham I used to work. I left there, David, about 4 or 5 months ago now. Yeah, they started going to 3 o'clock in the morning and I really didn't want to do that, so I left. I've been there a long time anyway. It was time to go. Happy birthday, David. 34 years old today. Happy birthday, Teon Blake. Very nice picture there, sir. Happy birthday, Teon. I think I've said your name right. Teon, Teon. Have I got that right? I hope so. Happy birthday, sir. And 45 years old today. Happy birthday to Louise Otter, who's got a wonderful picture of a cat with swimming pool goggles on. I love it. I absolutely love it, Louise. All right, let's sing you the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alex, Stephen, Lee, Sarita, David, Teon and Louise. Happy birthday to you. All right? Happy birthday to you, lovely people. Final lot of messages then. Let's just have a little look here. Orange, blue and lavender, send a cat messages. Meow. Meow to you. Or Brendan Brady wants to frighten your cat. Woof. Woof, 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 woof. Yes. Don't think I'm very good at being a dog, but there we are. All right. Mark, you don't need to go to the gym. Mark needs to cancel his gym as he lost his job. I hope you're not signed up for a period of time, are you, Mark? A lot of people make that mistake. You do not need to sign up to gym membership for a year. There are plenty of gyms now that now do it on a rolling contract. And besides, Mark, you don't need to do gym, mate. You don't need to do that. I don't do it. I belong to the swimming pool. That's about all. But I don't even know to be the swimming pool. All you need to do is cut down on your food, go Slimmers World way, and walk. And walk. If you can't afford the gym, it's no excuse. Walk. Or walk quickly. That's better. Don't jog. That can damage your knees, especially if you're of a size. Okay? I mean, I did do jogging for about a year and a half, and then my knees started giving me a lot of trouble. I stopped the jogging, my knees sorted themselves out, and the doctor said it was a knee problem. So don't go jogging, which you'll find very difficult as well. If you're of a size, you will find jogging very, very difficult. Don't do it. Don't do it. Walk and walk quickly. You don't need to belong to a gym. Now and again, if you want to, you could pop in there if you've got a bit of money. But I think it's a waste of time, Jim, unless you want to be one of those muscle men. And I find that a bit of a turn-off, to be honest, all those muscles, don't you? We don't like muscles. Good. So Heidi hasn't got a smart TV. Heidi, do you have a TV? Has it got a spare HDMI thing on it? Socket on there? Because you can turn it into a smart TV by getting a Google Chrome thing. Or maybe an Apple TV. Google Chrome's the cheap one. It costs you about £20 or £30. You plug it into your telly, and then you should be able to stream from your phone to your telly. And then you could watch Netflix. I think if you got the Google Chrome, plug it into a spare HDMI plug on the telly, then I believe there's a Netflix app for it, and you just put in your username and your password, and that sorts it out. Okay? So that should be all right. Good. Orange, blue and lavender says, if you walk to the kitchen and back several times, you can make a mile. While going to buy cakes. Amazon Fire. That'll do you as well, Heidi says. Amazon Fire. Plug that in. That'll give you a smart television as well. All right? No need to go out and buy a new one. That's it for the show today. Thanks very much, boys and girls. I'll be taking the camera out to our afternoon tea on the boat today. Hopefully it won't be too cold, although it does look very cold outside this morning. And I'll tell you all about it, and perhaps there'll be a little film tomorrow. Have a lovely Thursday, and I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye-bye now.